Hi, love. Hello, and welcome to Co Creative Healing Journey. My name is Greta. I am a healer. And here and now, my love, I have a message for you from the unconditionally loving energy that guides you. Here and now, Spirit wants you to know that in these times of increased challenge, stress, and strain at individual, relational, and collective levels, you, my love, are a bright light, destined, designed, intended to shine throughout these dark times. And Spirit is showing it to me like darkness gathering, that there are these shifts and changes that are happening that are really a healing process unfolding. However, when there's a healing process unfolding, the old wounding comes up to the surface. It comes up to the surface to be seen, to be known, to be acknowledged, to be integrated, and then to be resolved and through that being healed. And so there are steps in the process. And one of those steps is precisely for the wounding to arise and to be seen. And very often we resist seeing the wounding, we resist seeing the darkness. And so we suppress it, we repress it, we avoid, we deny, and then the wounding endures and it persists. So, one way to look at these dark times that we're living in, again, individually, relationally, collectively, however it is showing up in your life, and likely all three levels will be showing up. One way to look at this darkness rising, gathering, is, oh, thank God we are not pretending anymore. We are not denying it anymore. We are not suppressing it anymore. Thank God at least this step is happening. This step is realizing itself where the wounding, what is festering, what has been a gaping wound in me, in this relationship, in our family, in our community, in the world, thank God it is showing up to be seen so that we can then do something about it. Now, that step of saying thank God, as much as the step of saying we can do something about it, that is where you shine your light. Because most people see the wounding and again go into these processes of avoidance, of resistance, of fear. And where you can shine your light is to be someone who is resistant to that fear, someone who is unwilling to dance along to the tune of that fear in the situation, in the circumstance regarding the issue, that you can be willing to see the wounding, to see it for what it is, to name it for what it is, and to give it space to unfold. Not so that you can indulge in drama or so you can celebrate this wounding, but of course, always with the intent to keep shining your light so that the light shines, it shows the wounding, it allows the wounding to be there, gives it space, but the light keeps shining in order to heal the wounding. So that would be the second step of it, which is an intolerance for the wounding. If the wound has been there for that long, it's because it has been tolerated. If these issues have been there and the patterns have been repeating themselves and healing has not been sought and healing has not been realized, it is because the wounding has been tolerated, it has been welcomed, and it can even be in the most toxic cases that wounding is embraced and it is celebrated. And so you as a being who holds this light, who embodies this light, who works this light, at this time in your own life and at this time in our collective history, you are intended to choose how you want to engage with that wounding. And sometimes it's going to be to take it head on. Sometimes it's going to be to leave it to somebody else. Sometimes it's going to be to take it piece by piece. Sometimes it's going to be to completely obliterate it, completely obliterate this pattern. Sometimes it's going to be that. But however you choose to engage, the act of shining your light comes from choosing to engage. So it doesn't matter what you do fundamentally. It doesn't matter how you choose to engage. As long as you are choosing from a space of consciousness, of conscious engagement, you're choosing consciously to end the wounding, to take on the wounding. As long as you're choosing consciously to step out of these patterns of tolerance, you're going to be shining your light. And that means you have an incredible amount of freedom in how you do that. There is never going to be one right answer for every single situation, even for within the same situation to be doing the same thing over and over and over again. That may not be the answer either. You're going to have to see moment to moment, situation to situation. You're going to have to see how you're feeling that day, what you feel like giving, how you feel like showing up. And as long as you're conscious about that and honest about it with you, with yourself, in the truth of who you are, right? As long as you tell yourself the truth about it and follow through on that truth, then you'll be shining your light. It doesn't have to be something grand or something unimaginable, unfathomable, and therefore unreachable for so many of us. No, shining our light can be so simple. And it comes from a very quiet, very kind, very loving, very generous space within ourselves. A space that is so strong and so loving, it is simply unwilling to tolerate the wounding in ourselves and another in the collective. Not on my watch. Not right now. And again, how that expresses, completely up to you. Spirit wants you to know that you have agency, that you have free reign, that you have power to decide how you're going to engage, how you're going to shine your light. You don't owe anything to anybody. And you don't need situations to pull your light out because they're so bad or they're so desperate or they're so dark. That's not it either. You get to choose. You get to center yourself. You get to shine your light in ways that honor you, that work for you. And that is crucial because, of course, then you'll be able to shine your light as much as you want, as often as you want, and for as long as you want, because we're in it for the long haul. These changes, these shifts, these transformations, they're going to take a minute, and that's okay. Because engaging with them, shining our light, is no longer some kind of task that we have to take on, a mission we have to go on. No, it's just living. It's just living at a higher level, at a higher vibration, at a higher frequency. It's just living as you authentically. And the light of that, my love, that light is blinding. And that light is beautiful. And that light is you. And so it is. Those were the words that I had to share with you here and now. I hope that they served you. I'm sending you lots of love, wishing you all the best. May you be blessed always and in always. And my love, I will be seeing you around. Bye. Happy shining.